just crazy Republicans. So check this out. So Chip Roy was on the floor of the House today and was just outside of his mind in a speech. Listen to what this fool said.
One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did. One. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one material, meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done besides, well, I guess it's not as bad as the Democrats. One thing.
You know what? That right there, Robert, is an ad that will write itself.
You know, I'm trying to figure out what the hell Republicans' plan is right now. You have a Democratic president who's polling in the mid-30s. You have a Democratic Congress that is very unpopular with the American people, to split right down the middle on the funding for Ukraine, funding for Israel, etc. And then the House Republicans just seem to say, hold my beer, I could be more crazy. They deposed Kevin McCarthy for working with Democrats on having a continuing resolution to keep the government open. Then the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has a compromise with Democrats to keep the government open through a continuing resolution. You have the Republican debate where you have Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley going back and forth with each other, calling each other scum, etc. Donald Trump is doing not jokes and yo mama jokes about Chris Christie, calling him a fat pig. And the Republican Party really thinks that this is going to be what happens for the American people to hand the reins of power back over to them. They are a party in complete dysfunction. What used to be Tea Party, crazy MAGA Republicans are now moderate rhinos in this current Republican Party. People like John Boehner, Eric Cantor, Paul Ryan are no longer welcome in the Republican Party. They did John Boehner so bad he just became a weed head and drinks all day now. I'm not quite sure how they can form a governing coalition, but also Democrats are going to get their game together and capitalize on this. You should not be running neck and neck with a party that's in complete disarray, where you have George Santos with 21 felony counts, Lauren Boebert getting felt up at the theater, and everything else going on in the GOP, and y'all are barely beating them. Democrats are going to have to figure out a way to put some more distance between them and a party that's in free fall and collapse.
You know what? I found a longer clip. Let me just go ahead and play this here, because I found it to be fantastic. Rebecca, watch this.
One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did. One. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one material, meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done.
There's not one person on earth that hates saying I told you so. And I'm not an exception. I love saying that shit. Not secretly, publicly. Representative Chip Roy, Republican from Texas District 21. You ain't new. Welcome to the fucking world. Republicans don't do shit. They never have done shit. They don't have any plans to do shit.
I love it so much, because it's like, all right, we ain't done nothing. Make sure we don't get reelected.
He said the quiet part out loud. I really want to see a TikTok remix with Ray J's One Wish to go after him. He's like, one thing, and then just start playing One Wish right under it. I mean, look, Chip's great. Keep it moving, Chip. Maybe, in February, I'm expecting for Republicans to kick out their current speaker. So maybe Chip should run and become the next Speaker of the House and actually do something for the remaining months of the year leading up to the general election in 2024. I mean, I'm glad he's speaking truth to power. Maybe there could be more.
You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna grab one of these bottles of alcohol from my party over here. So Joy, I'm gonna do a reenactment of Chip Roy. Anthony, give it a wide shot. All right, y'all. So I'm about to reenact for y'all Chip Roy on the floor of the House. We ain't doing shit. We've been here all this damn time. We've been in charge, and we ain't done a damn thing. Matter of fact, why don't we all just have a drink together, since we ain't done shit, we ain't gonna do shit, we don't look like shit, and we simply ain't shit. I'm Chip Roy, and I approve this message.
Hey, man, he needs to hire you. This Change parties. Chip, just
No,
change
Chip.
parties.
No, Chip. Take your drunk ass back home with that to Texas, and you and that other drunk ass Clay Huggins or Higgins, whatever his name is, because they by two of the dumbest people in Congress.
It's insane. So, I mean, what is so crazy to me is that no matter what he's saying, I bet you if you asked him what he's going to do about it, he answers pretty much nothing. Friends, you got to vote, and I'm not telling you who to vote for, but don't vote for people who will side with Tom Cotton and the likes of other Donald Trump and other people who only use you. They don't care about you. They don't care about you, and they haven't done one damn thing.
And again,